back, you filthy Valorant casuals, to the Collegiate Valorant League, hosted by the Gamers EDU, hosted by me. I'm your part-time host / full-time Sentinel one-trick Queen McRib. I'm super excited to be here with you guys because we are now officially in the second to last week of the Collegiate Valorant League. We're one more week to finding out who's going to be like the California Collegiate Kings of Valorant. And it could even be one of the teams that are going to be playing tonight. We have 2 matches for you guys tonight, starting off with CSUDH Burgundy versus SDSU White. But before we get into it, I really want to make the announcement, in case you missed it last week, that we are officially partnering with Ritual Motion, who makes high-performance gaming gloves. So if you're interested in getting your own pair, you can actually get 20% off at checkout with our code CVL20, so you can fight bad guys as well as early onset arthritis. So do that. And one last thing, please be nice in chat. Please be nice in chat. We totally want you guys to talk trash. We just don't want you guys to like be trash. So don't do that. Our players don't need it. We don't need it. And our community is positive, and we really want to enforce that. So please be nice. And now, getting into it, I'm super excited to announce your casters for the evening. Eli the Curry and the OG Bent. What's up, you guys?
Hello.
What's up? That's right.
I said that like Hannibal Lecter, so I don't know why I said that. It's not even Halloween anymore. Hello, everyone.
Cover going out.
Welcome to another edition of the Collegiate Valorant League.
May the odds be ever in your favor.
Yes. Well, I'll tell you, when you turn a corner, you actually really do hold the odds are in your favor, right? You just turn the corner, and then there's like...
You got the zooms, you got...
And there's the operator just staring down at you, and you're on the other side. You're like, please don't shoot me. And they're like, no.
Your head suddenly off. You're like, wait.
If you're choosing to go around that corner long and there's an operator, you don't die.
So we are kicking things off today with San Diego State White versus Dominguez Hills Burgundy. Like McRib said, a couple of teams nearish the middle of the table, I would say. San Diego State represented very well at the top by San Diego State Black, but their third team in the league, San Diego State White, is kind of making their way up the rankings, whereas Dominguez Hills is trying to push their way, maybe find a spot in that upper region for the playoffs. Maybe they can sneak in there. Otherwise, they may be one of our favorites as we go closer into the playoffs. But there's a lot of seeding at risk here for both of these teams as they are fighting to emerge and give themselves the best opportunity to compete for the most money available at the end of the season.
I think that's what, 3? Was it 5 or whatever it is? I have no idea.
Yeah, I think it's 5 if you're in the top, if you're in the upper echelon of the playoffs. So there's a lot of incentives at this point, even though you're not even facing, like, you're not in the playoffs yet, but you just want to make yourself most available. So you know there's going to be a lot of pressure on these teams. We know that they're going to want to perform very well, but we want to avoid tilting and we want to avoid anger, which is what brings us to our health awareness message of the week. But at this point in the season, it's kind of like all coming together. We've talked about anger. We've talked about anxiety. We've talked about depression. We've talked about bullying. We have to keep talking about bullying because it's fun to bully people when you're competing with them, but only when you're competing. And when we're all together, we need to not bully people. But we just wanted to remind you all that this is designed as a way for us to come together and share our emotions and our competitive spirits naturally together. It's fun to root against other people, but like McRib so eloquently said, you can trash talk without being trash. That's actually bars, and I'm actually going to steal that, McRib, just so you know. That is completely stolen. And you will not, you may or may not get credit for it, depending on when you find the song that I put that line in. But while we're all talking about that, please make sure to share all these out, retweet us out, put us on your Facebook. If any of you Zoomers actually still use Facebook, let your grandparents know that there's kids talking on the internet and it's really cool and you want to watch them, because the more people we get watching this, the more of these we get to do, the more times we get to come to you all and have fun.
I mean, what's not about just sitting down and enjoying the family fun of seeing people shoot each other, right?
Monday Night Valorant. Who could want anything better?
Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Who knows? If we get more views, we get to do it Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday.
You making promises with that, band? Why are you making promises?
I'm not making promises. I'm giving hope. There's a difference, I think.
All right, and we are going to be on Blind today. As you see, we are getting into it. We are going to have, I believe, that's San Diego State on No, wait. No, that's Burgundy on defending side. As you see, BT, Ganbare BT on the Jets.
Mr. BT.
Yeah, so we're gonna have Dominguez Hills Burgundy starting out on the defender side. We're gonna have 12 rounds with them on the defender side, and then the two teams will swap on the 13th round until the attacker side. Predictions before we get started. What does everybody think of what we're gonna get, and what are the results gonna be?
These teams are very close in the rankings. I'm not expecting a steamroll. I'm expecting a tug of war match. Either side can go 13-10.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I'll say 13-9 Burgundy.
Burgundy. All right. So, man, thank you. I'll be honest with you. I kind of shade towards San Diego State in this, just because of how strong the school as a whole has done. I've mentioned before, but I really do believe there's an advantage when you are able to scrim closely with other players who are very strong. And obviously, San Diego State Black, one of the strongest teams in the league. So that would be my statement at the beginning of this. But of course, it remains to be seen, and we have to play it out as we see Bad Dog on Omen. Excuse me? Not on Breach? Oh, we have definitely got a bit of a shakeup as far as the agent choices for Dominguez Hills.
I mean, not seeing Breach kind of makes me a little sad, to be honest. Oh, I want my Breach back.
You will gonna have to root for Young V as he is taken down there. Galaxy 9 getting the shot there on BT. Spike is down here for San Diego State, and they look to be in good position to defend it. As you see, Galaxy 9's gun turret getting shot down, but there's information for Galaxy 9 as we get closer to this attempted defuse.
See if Galaxy 9 is going to go through the hallway and try to get behind them as they do try to defuse. That would be, to me, would be a smart move to try to switch around behind, as it does look he tried to. Got one, here he goes.
Oh, Crazy got caught out there with the arrow, but did he buy enough time for the spike to go off, or is Riley going to be able to get it?
All right, already starting off first. Get that. Hey, that was good. Giving them enough time for that spike to go off, putting them.
That's what we're talking about. Like, they're so evenly matched. Like, it literally came down to the spike going off. They were in a 1v1, and the spike literally had to go off for there to be a winner.
And I mean, that's the nature of the game, right? You have this objective, which if the attackers are able to break through that initial defense, they flip the pressure and force the defenders to go quickly. And if you position yourself well and your retake strategy is solid, even as the attackers, you can all be dead and then win the round, which is what we saw there. So a great start for San Diego State now as we begin. And Bad Dog, again, early into the formation of San Diego State, Bad Dog has been very aggressive on Omen. Kind of unlike what I feel like we've seen out of anybody else's Omen. And we haven't seen Bad Dog on that agent very much.
Maybe, he's been trying to get he's getting that practice in, trying to switch it up for a little bit.
Yeah, it could very well be, kind of a new development in the meta. We know there have been some changes to certain Sentinels. Certain agents aren't quite as effective as they used to be. Maybe Bad Dog trying to adjust to that. Regardless, we do see Bad Dog was taken out.
As San Diego is already stronger in this round with a 5v4. Seems like they are getting set up to plant the spike. As they do a full rotation around to B side.
See Sugoma right now on the raise. We're gonna get flashed here.
Sugoma getting breached. Yeah, with his ability. Doesn't seem to be able to turn it around for them though. Not able to follow up with it.
Oh wow, Crazy was unaware of Baby as they turn the corner. Very strange there, but fortunately the other end, San Diego State doing extremely well on the other side. So Baby finds himself now completely outnumbered.
I'm surprised I'm surprised Quasi just stood there in the corner while also seeing him come around, just not even being able to react.
Yeah, you wonder what exactly happened there for for Quasi to be so slow on that turn. It's strange, but fortunately for San Diego State, not a massive result out of it. They still win the second round. They already get the kills. In good shape here now, as far as being able to squad up. You see the full buy coming out of Dominguez Hills. Everyone going up with their full guns. They've got full shields. They're going to have their equipment as well. So for Dominguez Hills now, this is a round that needs to be won, demands to be won for full gun investment. We'll see how they respond.
If San Diego is able to take him out or least get all of them or most of them down, their economy's going to hurt. So this full investment can be a very tactical move, or it could be a loss of investment move, as we already see Quasi taking down ones in the start of this match.
Yeah, and that was Quasi
And
did not buy a gun. That Quasi is actually on an eco round with a pistol as well, so able to get first blood without spending any money. That's great for Quasi after kind of a less than stellar round number 2.
Getting trapped in that corner, I bet, did not feel great at all.
Shadows traveling.
And that said,
not being able to react when you can see someone coming around that corner, you knew you could react and get the flicks. It doesn't feel great. I'll tell you that much.
Ways of getting that information now out into
Revealing area.
the site. You can see now the push starting to come as we enter 38 seconds. Not a lot of time left now for San Diego State, but they still have quite a few members of the team up. They can afford to make a delayed push, but
30 seconds left.
Danger
gotta
grows.
Yeah, they do got to be careful, as Quasi is low on health, and he does seem to be having most of the team against him right now, as he did try to get the Hunter's Fury off, and it looks like he got maybe a tiny bit of health off the Jet, but that's about it. As really is able to turn around with the 2K on V and Lucid.
Riley
10
shutting it down
seconds
right now, making it extremely difficult, and there was a spike kill there as well, so now this round basically out of hand for San Diego State. Galaxy 9 and Quasi are far from the spike.
Keep your weapons and just come back next round. That's all you can do.
Yeah.
I do believe they get a loss bonus, don't they? In these first couple rounds, or is it after or is it just the first 3 rounds? I can't remember.
Well, they'll get some money for losing in this round, and neither Quasi or Galaxy 9 died, so they should be sitting on enough money to kind of buy whatever they want. But it kind of, I question exactly what the strategy was there for San Diego State. That seemed a very indecisive push. They got the first kill, but then there wasn't really much to be done with it afterwards. They were kind of piled up in B, and somebody went down. It was 4v4, and they were like, this is a bad plan. And then they just kind of scattered, and nothing happened for the rest of the round. As we see right now, there's a lot more action going on as Galaxy 9 taking out Bay V before BT is able to respond. And there, Bad Dog taking out Young V. Sugoma in great position to finish off Lucid there. Spike carriers down.
Ooh. But Rick be able to come around with the shotgun, gets one. I thought he was going to push out already with the Vandal and just take him out. But nope, he walks right out of the hallway into Mag Dog's sights.
Yeah, Bad Dog, great job there covering the retreat there of Rigby. And now, gonna get this information about where Quasi is. Yeah, and that's unfortunate for Quasi because you see the drone, so you know there's a Sova who knows where you are. You have no idea that Bad Dog is also getting told by his teammate he's right around the corner. Go get him.
And that was hard because he had to jump backwards and try to set up again, and he could have pulled it off. Quasi could have pulled it off, but that was still a hard push.
Now that is an extremely difficult situation to deal with there. And now we are
tied
looking
up.
at it tied up. Yeah, 2-2. So that investment from Dominguez Hill is paying off. Their patient play with their economy. They didn't rush. They were willing to accept after they lost the pistol round. Hey, we might not win the next round, but once we get fully kitted up, we'll be able to respond well, and they have as we get into round number 5. It feels like another slow initiation here, and it feels like, oh, there's Bay V with some great shooting there on Rigby out of the B site, and now Riley another kill there before Lucid's able to respond, but it's looking wonderful.
Look at this. They are turning it around.
Hills.
BT's turning it around for his team right now. This is BT. We've said a lot, and we've always said his name, and now he's starting to come back up. Already with a KDA of 5-2. Of course, we said it before. KDA almost means absolutely nothing in this game, but it does show just that small amount that can really change a game.
There's a bit of information to be gathered, and especially when you're looking at the even spread amongst Dominguez Hills, you can tell now how well their formation is working with everyone involved in the action, but no one left out stranded, right? Even with Mad Dog's rather aggressive defenses at the first couple of rounds, we've seen now that starting to tail off, and they're finding the fights that they want, not just the fights that are coming to them, and it's making a difference. We see now Sugoma on that operator, looking to finally become the huge factor that we had become accustomed to saying at the beginning of the season. Things kind of trickled off a little bit. Oh, a little missed opportunity there on the movement. So now Sagoma's ult will probably go to nothing. Yeah, I hate to see it.
I'm ready for these Omen kills. I love seeing the Omen in action. The Omen is a very high skilled weapon.
Goodness, there's Bad Dog again now, taking Crazy out through the wall.
These defenders are really I guess we'll just call them by DH, right? They're really setting it up very well for themselves, getting in these positions, watching these corners, and watching where the attackers are coming from.
We get the off here. Baby getting taken out by Rigby, who comes around very quickly. Look at BT now
But
again.
BT. Oh, I thought he was gonna get the 4-piece. It looks so cool. Lucid already changing up with 2Ks, but it's a 2v1. Defenders are trying to come behind him as Lucid is trying to plant. He is trying to plant.
Yeah, so Lucid has an opportunity here, but the delay, yeah. I don't know what happened there for Lucid. Maybe there was just not an understanding of where everyone was after that 2K, but there was a delay in planting the spike, and then eventually the opportunity was lost as at that point, it was an intelligent decision to realize if the spike's not down, but we know that the attacker is already in the site, let's just collapse on top of them, right? They can't scurry off too far. And unfortunately, in Valorant, like most games and in real life, you can't shoot in two directions at once. So,
being down 0-2, now coming back up 4-2. Even already with this lead, they're feeling pretty good. Coming back 4 rounds without losing and already starting off strong. We see Young V trying to get the flash off, but they're already turning it around as Young V does try to use his ultimate. Sagoma on the operator now trying to turn it around for the team. Coming up probably behind him with the long flank.
Yep, we see BT sitting there now, has the Blaze Storm up if they want to invest it in this round. We'll see what happens there. V once again trying to work themselves into the B site. But it has been tough sledding. As soon as Dominguez Hills got their guns up, really, it just has been a complete halt to the momentum of San Diego State. And there's Sugoma taking out Rigby.
Oh, that Sugoma on the op is insane. Sugoma is insanity.
Okay, all right. Look, we can just talk about this right now. San Diego State has had nothing for BT or Bad Dog today.
Nothing.
They have just had nothing for them. As once again, those two combined, I think another 3 kills on the round together. It's just been BT and Bad Dog, it feels like, just kind of getting out in front of everything. And that's not even bringing up Riley, who's had a couple of 2K rounds. And we just have not seen a response. There's been no coordination or pressure put on them, from San Diego State. When you have a situation like this where you're struggling in a 1v1 against somebody on the defending side, as the attackers, you have to cheat. You have to not make it a 1v1. You've got to put pressure on them and work as a team. And we haven't seen that. We've seen more slow pushes, more slow advances, where they've just been kind of picked off one by one.
They bottleneck themselves by getting stuck in these rooms where you can only fit 2 people shooting at once, and it's easier to shoot 2 or 1 instead of 3 or 4. But they're switching around now. It's pulling out that op. Sagoma ops off. Already turning it around as well as Baby gets 2.
Look at that. And look at the position Baby had. There was like a shooting gallery. 1 steps forward, 1 goes down. 1 step forward, 1 goes down.
Quasi turning it around on Baby, not allowing to get any more kills off. But as you said before, look at the slow push that the attacker side had. They're not prepared for the spike. They don't have the spike. The spike has been lost. They're not even trying to. It seems like they're not even trying to get the spike back.
No, Quasi just has eyes on the site, I think, and there's the opportunity there. But
30 seconds
not
left.
even get that shot. Hunter's Few will go up now. Galaxy 9 maybe looks to operate off of that, but it's too slow. Riley gets Galaxy V while that's happening. Quasi with the 3rd shot of the op.
Revealing area.
Quasi's already showing Sugoma that he's not afraid as well.
10 seconds here
10
now for
seconds
Quasi
left.
to get a gun. Yeah, you see, picking up the Phantom.
But going for the spike. What a dangerous push. Defender's taking it now. 6-2. 6-2.
Beautifully played by Riley.
Imagine San Diego's mental. Just 6 rounds won back to back to back to back to back to back. How do you think they're thinking right now? They had it in the beginning with 2 wonderful pushes, and now they've fallen.
Well, it's frustrating that round especially, but I believe you have the conversation as a team. Like, look, guys, we're gonna fall in behind what's working right now. Quasi was able to get shots off. We know we can work well into these sites with momentum. So I would think that the moment this round is gonna be, difficult to win with the lack of funds. But the idea is just to get into it a little earlier. Take Bad Dog at his word and just get in early, as you see right here. But unfortunately, Rigby and Quasi unable to do so. This round a little more difficult to win. They weren't coming in with full weapons. They're not really, structured to win this one.
They are not, but they're just playing so well. These defenders are now becoming even just a tiny bit more aggressive, and that is proving to be dangerous for the San Diego side team, as already a flawless 7-2. 7 rounds won continuously without break. That is amazing.
I'd also like to say though, this is like this is refreshing for DH, because like we've seen them play before, and like usually they're down a couple of rounds and they get their like second wind like halfway through the match. But it's nice and like refreshing to see them dominating like from the beginning on. Like they seem to have this like newfound confidence.
Oh yeah, there definitely is a very, the sense of what word I'm trying to look for is they're getting at this. They're not, antsy is the wrong word for it, but there's just they want this, you can tell that they're not waiting, they're not sitting back as much as we've seen them before. And so that alertness is coming up, and it's showing in their aggressive defenses how far forward they're pushing into these spawns of the attackers, and they're not waiting as much, which is what San Diego State has been looking for them to do. And instead, it's turned out well for Dominguez Hills.
Ooh, already being taken out though. Quasi with the OP taking out BT, one of the top fraggers on the team. And how that's gonna switch it up now.
Yeah, it looks like the rule of the day now for San Diego State, if they want to make this comeback, is get Quasi an operator and then just kind of work behind Quasi, as he has done really good work with that operator. Now this is a great round here for San Diego State, as we see everyone getting involved. Quasi with the 3rd kill on the operator. Dragon spitting a little bit of flame here as San Diego State finally gets themselves back on the board after 7 straight rounds.
They needed to get at least one. And we're getting close to this half. You can't go into the half down a whole bunch and not even have a couple rounds under your belt.
Yeah, and as much as the momentum was in the favor of Dominguez Hills Burgundy, and they are able to rebuy after winning 7 rounds straight, you got plenty of money to just buy your weapons again after you lose. With all that said, we could very easily be looking at a 7-5 half, which is not extremely one-sided. It's literally a two game difference. So we'll have to see now what happens here. Is Lucid able to do some more work again, as Baby's trying to get up forward and not make much happen? Gamba right now sitting in that alleyway on the B site. That was the spot where Baby did so much work in an earlier round. But it looks like San Diego State is kind of working away from that, and they're choosing different vectors, which is working well for them. Oh, Bad Dog. Look at that. Just a one tap.
Nice shot. I know.
Those one shots are like, that's just gun skill, and you can't even go down or just critique anything like that. That is pure skill and just hard work on trying to get that gun skill under control.
Oh, there's Quasi again with the operator. I'm telling you, it's just the rule of the day for San Diego State. Just wait until Quasi has an operator, and then something good will happen.
30 seconds left. Spike planted.
Could be more detailed, but Quasi is like doesn't need it as Lucid again. Another shot, great shot from Lucid. Sagoma gets the ult kill there on Rigby, but with the spike down, it's gonna need to be careful here, as there's an operator looking into the site, and you're aware of at least one other set of guns, perhaps even 2. It's gonna be a difficult defuse there. Bad Dog takes Lucid out before B's able to trade it out, and Sagoma now looking to hunt. That is a breach you're walking into.
Standing.
Oh, and it works out.
Revealing area.
They get the ninja defuse here. No, shot to make him stand up. Quasi with a great play there. Just shot Sagoma once, made Sagoma stand up, right? Took the defuse off. And then finished it off with a second shot. Quasi now pulling and pushing San Diego State back into contention in this match. As now they are on the last round of the half with the opportunity to keep themselves swiftly within striking difference.
So what have we seen SDSU kind of switch it up since, I mean, we basically saw DH take those first like 3 rounds for free.
Well, the work has been, I see it from Galaxy and, you know, Quasi have each just done a great job now, but there's been poor initiation from Dominguez Hills since that 7-round win streak, where now the first kill is almost never going their way, and San Diego State is actually pushing from that. And
they're trying to capitalize off the weakness, and once they, like DH, as you said, they were getting those first kills initiations, and once they stop doing that, it becomes the San Diego side's favor. You know, as we have these top fraggers like BT, Sagoma, and Ridley just already starting off, but now they're staying behind. But now we got the first initiation, getting the first kill, so it could be switching back in their favor. We might be going into an 8-4, or possibly a 7-5. They do have 4 players on their side left. Yeah. A 5v4. It is right now in DH's favor.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Someone has to peek, please.
Sagoma said that. I don't care.
30
the
seconds
wall
left.
bang. I was like, if he only knew how close he was.
You should run.
I know Sagoma didn't say. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care.
Sagoma.
And there's a third there for
The
Sagoma.
third wall bang. He does not care. He's like, you know what? I know this gun has anti-wall
10
rounds and
seconds left.
piercing rounds. Let's just go through it right now.
Oh, and there's Quasi there to even up Sagoma, but there's nothing doing there. Baby moving quickly after the shot goes off.
And look at the follow-up. Did you see the follow-up from Baby? That is important.
Yeah.
Being able to follow up and not
Switching
letting
sides.
the other team come back after one gets down or one switches between either person.
I was gonna
Using
make the joke, like at that point of the round, you basically just have to let Sagoma and Quasi have an op fight, right? Just everybody clear out and let those two just handle it, and we'll see what happens there. But man, 8-4 now for Dominguez Hills, looking much stronger. You know, the thing started off, fell behind first 2 rounds, won 7 straight, then lost 2 in a row. I kind of wondered whether they had fizzled out, but they are in strong position here. If they can hold down their attacking phase, they will be in great shape to pick up a win here as we get closer into the playoffs. Looks like we got a call for pause in the team chat. I'm not sure what it was, but I do believe it was respected.
Was it just a regular pause? Maybe someone DC'd? Seems like that happens. Well, I mean, we are in the internet world.
Yeah.
All being remote. This does happen. You can't even be mad with that.
True. Doesn't seem to be a rush right now, but I think we're going to be all right. We're getting the word that we are good to restart here. So we will now begin the second half. A reminder, the 2 teams have now switched sides. You are going to be watching Dominguez Hills initiate an attack, while San Diego State White will be on the defense.
I have the spike.
And if the trend goes the way that it had in that opening half, it's going to be pretty difficult for San Diego State until they're able to get money for that. But the problem I feel for that, as Lucid and V try to make me look really dumb, which I appreciate because I am just a poor, smooth brain caster, and they are the players. But, you know, they struggled once the economy got up and running for Dominguez Hills. So a quick start is going to be very important for them. But once the guns were bought, they weren't really doing anything until Quasi started doing great work with the op.
Oh. Shots.
Crispy shooting there from Rigby, and then a second there on Bad Dog. So the second pistol round goes the way of the first one. San Diego State able to win it here. And so we'll see, because the reason why I bring up that first half was just because, if you're Dominguez Hills, that you can be very comfortable with these first 2 rounds. You're not overly worried about how the pistol round goes in the early half economy because you were so strong during the middle of the first half, right? So, and as you see now, they might not even buy here at all. Just wait, and if we lose the second round, that sucks. We're gonna kit up for round 3 and then be ready to take over. And I'm interested to see how San Diego State is ready to change things from the way they went in the first half.
I think, as they are switching to the attacking side, we did see a strong defending side. Are they going to be able to use their aggressiveness that we did see in the last couple defending sides and really use that towards their advantage? Or is this where San Diego State's going to make a turnaround against DH?
As we were watching V cleaning up after an incredible grenade toss there, I believe it was from Rigby, and it actually forced BT to air dash to get out of the immediate death radius of the grenade, and then we just picked off immediately there. As we see Lucid getting aggressive, turning the corner on Bad Dog. Some great coordination out of San Diego State here in this second round.
I don't know, it's looking like as they did change the attacking side, they're not used to it. The defending side seems to be their strong side, and let's see if they can really bring it around for themselves as they are. I keep feeling like I'm saying the same thing. They're on the attacking side right now. Can they be the aggressive? Can they show that they do have the aggressiveness to be the attackers?
Well, it's a delayed push here, but Baby is into the site, but Rigby's going to be coming around quickly. Not able to stop the plant. And so, well, no, not a lot of pressure here, right?
He is trying to get the defuse as he juice up. Never mind. I was trying to give hope, but right there, it was a good push with what they had. Now 8-6. Like I said, this is going to be a close game. These are both pretty even teams. I wasn't expecting a steamroll from one side or the other, really.
Yeah, and now it's just the second half starts the same way the first half started. If you're San Diego State now, you're just looking to stop that trend from continuing, though, right? To flip that and actually push forward and make something better happen for yourself here. We will see if they're capable. And once again, Dominguez Hills in this third round, you see them fully kitted out. It was the exact same game plan. Don't worry about the first 2 rounds. Get what you can, but save and be ready to buy up and push as a team in round number 3. Except this time, San Diego State can't afford to lose 7 rounds straight. If that happens here, they will lose the game. So,
I mean, the DH is very close. I won't say very close, but they do only have five more rounds to win to get to 13. Sounds easy. Sounds very small.
Well, Sagoma now with 2 kills early.
A lot can change. Sagoma, as we said before, I think the biggest thing for DH is getting those first kills. Really already putting the team to a small shock and getting their mind just a little bit scrambled for these rounds with the first kill. That's what's going to lead them into the victory.
And you see BT now responding as B finally got a kill for San Diego State, but it was immediately responded to. The push now coming into B side. Galaxy 9 doing well there, but Baby's ready to respond. And now it's a 3v1 as the spike goes down soon. Sagoma with eyes on heaven.
Lucid almost got taken out. I thought he was going to take it out right there, but Baby cleaning it up on Lucid. 9-6, a 3-point lead. Is DH going to be able to keep this? They had that 7 run. Can they keep this and run it all the way to the end? What do you think?
Well, it's looking like second half same as the first, right? The first 3 results of the second half literally mirroring the results of the first half. But here's the key difference, and this is what I'm glad to see. Quasi now immediately investing in an operator and going to try to stop what had happened the last time. And I really like this play out of San Diego State to recognize what had went well and to trust in your operator. Just say, look, we're going to buy in. If we don't get this round, it's unlikely that we're going to win, but we believe in Quasi. We believe in the work that you did in the first half. We know you can do it again, and we trust ourselves to follow up around you. And now it is up to Dominguez Hills to show that it was just an aberration, that they really can play against this operator and get some work done on the attack. But all the same, it's a different thing when you're pushing into an operator versus when an operator is working against you. And so that may also be one of the things that really make Dominguez Hills cautious, because if you turn a corner and you don't believe that the operator is there and Quasi gets first shot, you're going to die.
This is very true, especially on these long hallways where you have more sight than not, and there's nothing really in your way. That's where the operator is the most strong.
Now we see Lucid and V getting 2 kills here. There's not even Quasi doing work with the operator. That's just a couple of rifles. Lucid, who has done well in between the margins of this game, I feel like has kind of been like one of the glue members of the team. Even though they are behind, Lucid has done a great job in helping sustain some of these rounds. Right now, looking like an unlikely round for Dominguez Hills. I'm not sure that they were really anticipating the force buy. Yeah.
The out buy probably threw him off a little bit. As we said, DH needs these first interaction kills. And who knows, Galaxy's trying to change it up a little bit, but can't, or their money went down. Can Baby clutch this out?
With no spike, time's almost up. Yeah, it's like try to survive at this point. Hang on to your weapon, get into the next round, and actually be able to like talk about what happened, because they were not anticipating this. So now they have to have the conversation, okay, who's going to handle the operator that we're going to use to respond to Quasi? Are we going to use an operator to respond? Certainly they don't have the money for one right now, but you know that's got to be their plan, is either to single out where Quasi is going to be, push, take him out of the play, or figure out who's going to get the money to, you know, gun up and fight Quasi on an even ground. And until then, I'm not sure that there's much that Dominguez Hills can do, but we've seen stranger things.
Stranger things have happened.
Oh,
Ooh, and Mad Dog taking down Quasi, as Quasi had the opening shot.
Yeah.
Off your feet!
Quasi, what happened?
That is a frustrating turn of events here.
Right on him. No, I was like, oh, this is over. This is game over.
And now the advantage is going the way of Dominguez Hills. As you see, BT has no problem taking out Galaxy with that operator.
Now they're coming around. Oh, okay, BT, I thought you had it for a second. Again, this is where we see, look, they got the first interactions, they got the first kill, and that has led them to this I'm hoping for another round victory. That seems to be the strategy they need to keep with, just getting they need to get it open. They need to open up the wall so they can breach.
Well, there's a great play there by Lucid to get around here, but it's going to be tough moving in this speed as BT takes out Rigby and Riley finishes.
Well, again, 3 rounds now. 3 rounds. 3 rounds.
And we see the strategy, the response from Dominguez Hill very quick. They lost 1 round due to a little bit of miscommunication or, you know, poor foresight on their part, but they were ready to take the fight to Quasi, who had an opportunity, had the shot lined up, just missed. And now it looks like San Diego State is going to be a little bit more passive here. You know, Quasi had the money for another operator. He was at 5,001, but he's going to opt to go with something a little bit more economically friendly. They're going to save up. And if they lose this round, they'll be in more decent shape moving forward. But there's only so many rounds they can give up now before they put themselves on match point.
And Lucid already starting off strong as well, getting Baby, another top fragger. Galaxy going down, Sagoma.
What aggression out of Sagoma, getting into the site. And well timed to catch Galaxy trying to put up another, trying to put up a grenade or another sentry.
Oh, BT almost getting the shots off and then going down. BT had him as well.
Lucid with great pursuit on that, right? Just immediately punished a missed shot, followed around the angle, and refused to allow BT to reload and get a second opportunity.
There goes the ability, but Mad Dog not getting hit, trying to get into the point. The teleportation did not work for him trying to get around that wall.
Yeah, and there's not a lot to work with here as far as the time left on the spike.
Oh, but he switched it around. Was it just enough to get him the point?
No.
It's close. They got it. They clutched it out.
Wait, oh,
They clutched it out.
wow.
Mad Dog with the punish, able to get enough time for the spike to go off, leading 11-7. 2 more rounds.
That's
Well, I'll tell you what, if it does go the way of Dominguez Hills, that's your play of the game, bar none.
That is the pog. That has to be. You can't deny that was one of the biggest clutches we have seen this whole game.
roll back the VOD. Roll it back.
Bad Dog. Where has this Bad Dog been? What an incredible performance for Bad Dog in this match. Really stepping forward to be, an in-game leader for Dominguez Hills.
Look at
Performing
Sagoma already
extremely
starting
well.
off with the OP kill. This is how they win their rounds. They open up, they find the crack, and they flood in.
Absolutely. Able to take out Sagoma, so there's the op down here. It looks like the information is out for V that the pressure is not quite where he is, so he's gonna just trade a little bit of room for people to move around as BT takes out Galaxy.
Oh, and it
V with
switches
his
around V.
second kill there. Bad Dog
Mad
caught trying to
Dog.
plant.
There we go. BT switching it up on Lucid.
And now
He's gonna
BT,
go. Looks like he's going for the plant.
yeah,
Is BT going for
he's
the
in the
plant?
site, right? Yeah, he's
There
in the
we
site
go.
for the plant.
Riley waiting for that corner kill. Only one left.
Rigby alone now left for the defense, and the spike is down as well. So Rigby now not only has to win this 2v1, but has to get it done in enough time to get over into the site and defuse. That is tough doing the way BT has been playing. The way this entire Dominguez Hills side has been working, they've been extremely hard to. It feels like they've been really hard to push off the plants that they've gotten as attackers. As BT finishes that, that's going to be 12-7 now. Match point for Dominguez Hills.
Hey Queen, did you say 13-7?
I said 13-9.
I thought you said 13-7. I was like, all right, there we go, Queen with
I
the 5.
know.
I thought you were gonna do that one.
She knows what she's talking about, yo. This is why this is why the Simpson in chat. This is why the Simpson in chat goes so hard for you, Queen, because you know what you're talking about.
I thought 13-10 because it seemed like it was gonna be a real big tug of war match, but DH just blowing us out of the water with this performance tonight. I feel like I'm talking it's already over. I don't want to give him too much hype, but I feel like it is already over as DH is probably going to take this one home.
We will have to see. It'll have to be a big comeback from San Diego State. They'll have to equal up that pressure that Dominguez Hills had in the first half, but that has not been the way things have worked so far. And they are not in the greatest of shapes here, economy-wise, as we enter into this potential final round. Galaxy, now you see they're caught in the corner. Yeah, it's the opposite. That's what Killjoy is supposed to be doing to other people.
Yeah, it's getting stuck in the corner. Zakoma coming in with the ultimate. This is your favorite ultimate, Eli.
Just like when I use my favorite ultimate, nothing happens.
But Baby able to get the gun kill off. I think this. I have to say this round's over unless they can really turn it around.
It's all up to Rigby now. Spikes down. One kill there, but
not saying it can happen. Straight, but there it is. DH now moving up in the ranks. DH moving up in the ranks, and that's what we want to see. Great games. We've seen them from the beginning to now, how they've just gotten so much better as a team. That is just it's so awesome to see how we've started from week 1 now to coming into week 7. They just had no problem at all going a 7-win streak. That from them is
You know what I'll say?
beautiful.
You know what I'll say
It's
about
art.
DH too is like you can see their communication because every time one person would go down, someone's crosshair was on someone's like head, then they would be dead. Whereas like I felt more SDSU had great positioning and they would just rather stick to the positions rather than, like using their communication to their advantage and like really being proactive.
And we did see one good. Was it on San Diego State side when that
Well, I don't
drone went
feel
in?
like
If they had
the whole time, but
no, I'm not saying the whole time. It's just like one like key moment for me was when that drone went in, that drone kill where you saw the corner, pointed him out. Like that's perfect communication right there, and I just don't understand why we didn't see that throughout the whole match.
Well, it's hard to work around, I think, when you see, it feels like the gunplay was just unbalanced, and I was not expecting to see such dominant performance out of the whole of Dominguez Hill side. And that's not to say that they're a weak side or anything like that, but they were out and about, and you saw Bad Dog and Bayv quickly initiating, happy to initiate, and we saw BT operating extremely well in the site. And that's before we even talk about Sagoma's operator play. So, just as a whole, a game you want to put in a bottle if you're Dominguez Hills, because if they're going to shoot like that against, some of the stronger teams, they may be able to make something happen once we get closer to the playoffs.
This game was it felt like it was lightning in a bottle for them, and hopefully they can keep it. Just open it slowly, get a little bit, use it for the next game, just keep it for this next 2 weeks. Wow. We are in week 7.
Yeah. It feels like we just started. And already we are, on our second to last Monday. But we appreciate you all who are here, and we doubly appreciate you all who are not weird, unless you're like the cool weird, the approved weird. You know what you're talking about.
You know what? If you play games and you're with us, we're all the cool weird. Is normal even a real thing? Hey,
Well, I mean, normal gets you shot sometimes when you come around like, I'm going to play the normal thing in Valorant. I'm going to do what I'm supposed to do. And that wasn't what you were supposed to do. But
yes, but you have to play the cool weird. I think we're all cool weird here. But if you guys enjoyed it, I do have to say, let's just keep people coming in. Invite your family members. Have your dog watching on another device. Your dog will enjoy it, I feel like. Why not?
Yeah.
Get your dog, just get your cat, your goldfish.
This is a dog-friendly stream.
Yeah, what about a goldfish?
We'll bring treats.
We'll just virtually throw treats here.
Yeah, absolutely. McRib, I know we have another game coming up tonight. Can you tell us who we're going to be seeing coming around for the next game?
Yes, of course. We are going to be seeing CSUN Red against SDSU Red. So, Battle of the Red Teams, it appears.
Battle of the Red.
Nice. Wonderful. Well, we are going to have a separate commentary staff for that, as Bent and I will be making our way. But
our way out of here.
Oh, okay. I like it. Okay, I'll give you that one, Bent. So I have been Eli the Carry. I look forward to seeing you all again on Wednesday as we get into further matches in the Valorant League.
And I've been the OG Bant. That's me. That's who I am. I'm the caster here and there. I'm the Cringe Master 9000. I'll catch y'all later.
And I am Queen McRib. I've been your host, and I'll see you guys next match. So, bye for now.